Pretty much everyone that I talk to does not want to do their 9 to 5 anymore. Being an entrepreneur is kind of the dream. People want passive income. They want financial freedom. They don't want to have to go to work for 40, 50 hours a week. They don't want a boss that's telling them what they can and can't do. But one thing I've noticed is everyone has business ideas, app ideas. Very few people actually start on them. Very few people take any action to make these happen. There's a verse in Proverbs that says, hard work brings a profit, mere talk leads only to poverty. So I'm always trying to encourage my audience, don't just talk about what you're going to do, but actually take some action. Results come from the action, not just the idea, not just talking about the idea. There's some people who have talked about app ideas or business ideas for 15 years and have never taken any action to make it happen. If you take no action, you will see no results. Even if the result is failure, which sometimes it is. You start businesses, most new businesses end up failing. But then good entrepreneurs, they pick up, try something else, and eventually you find something that's successful. I built an app, mobile text alerts, that I was able to exit for 7 figures, but I had probably 6 or 7 businesses that didn't work before that. I don't know if I'm going to get demonetized for this, but me and my friends, we bought a bunch of this energy drink that was called, this is why I might get demonetized. It was called cocaine. And it had cinnamon in it. So it was an energy drink. When you drank it, you felt like, oh man, this is doing something to me. And our plan was we were going to go sell it on campus, University of Nebraska. And we thought college students would really like this. It's going to sell really well. It's going to be viral. It's going to spread across the campus. I will acknowledge I was less mature in these days. I would not do this today. We bought tons and tons of this energy drink called cocaine. We were going to sell it on the university campus, and then the state of Nebraska made this energy drink illegal because of the name. So then we were just stuck with all these cans of this energy drink that we couldn't sell. And so for the next 5 years, probably, me and my friends would just drink it. But that was a failure. Okay, that was a business idea we had. I spent some money on it. It didn't end up working. But then I moved on. Another one, this one's embarrassing. I don't even know why I'm telling you, but I bought a bunch of these personal alarms. They were like these little boxes that you could pull a pin and make a loud noise. It had a flashlight on it. You've probably seen these before, but they were called Z Alerts, and I bought the company. I bought the company and all the units it was like $2,000. Okay. So it was not expensive, but I rebranded it as Zombie Alerts. And it was supposed to be this joke that, hey, look, you can get these in case of the zombie apocalypse. I think I sold 2 of them. So that was another failure. We could do a whole video on my failed business ideas, but I just kept going. So I just tried idea after idea after idea, finally had this idea for an app. It was successful, and I got the financial freedom I was looking for. So what I want to do today, I want to go through what makes a business successful. What's the difference between my businesses that were failures, that were successful? I want to give you 12 potential app ideas that you could start a business around. Okay, and these are 12. I have my app program, which I'll talk about at the end. None of these are being built right now, but these were 12 that I came up with the help of AI. Just a disclaimer, everything I do is with the help of AI, okay? It's just a disclaimer. But I'll go through these 12 apps. If anybody wants to steal them, feel free. I think they could be successful. So before that, what separates a good business from a bad business? What separates a good idea from a bad idea? And the first thing I look for, I always ask people this when they have an idea. I say, what problem is your business going to solve? That's actually the purpose of businesses, is to solve people's problems. A lot of people are just trying to think of something that will make money. That's not the right way to approach it. Your approach should be, how can I solve people's problems? And if you're able to solve people's problems, they will throw money at you. Okay, money is going to be no problem if you solve people's problems. All of us spend all day just looking for ways to pay to solve our problems. So one of the first things I want you to think about when you have a business idea is this business idea a vitamin or is it a painkiller? Okay, so a vitamin is something that people don't know that they need. It will make their life better. It will help their life, but it's not a problem that they're thinking about. It's not something that they've noticed, oh, hey, this is something that I need. The second type of business is a painkiller. So this is where the user knows that they have a problem. There's a pain that they're feeling, and they are actively looking for a solution to this problem. They're on Google saying, how do I solve this? When you're evaluating an idea, you need to ask yourself, is this idea a vitamin or a painkiller? Because vitamins are very, very hard to sell. If there aren't people looking for a solution, if this is a problem they didn't know that they had, you're going to have a very hard time convincing them to buy your product. On the flip side, if this is a pain reliever, like you don't have to have commercials for ibuprofen. I mean, I guess they do sometimes, but you don't need it. When people get a headache, they go to the store looking for ibuprofen. The same is true of good businesses. If you are solving a pain point for someone, there's going to be people looking for your app. They're going to be eager to give you money for it. So I would recommend, you can make money with vitamins. I mean, there's vitamin companies, but it's just much, much difficult. You're kind of facing an uphill battle where you have to convince them they need it, then sell it to them instead of them coming to you, and all you have to do is just fulfill what they're looking for. So first question you want to ask is, what problem does this business solve? What pain is someone experiencing that this app or business would solve that pain for them? Okay, that's the first thing you want to ask. And if the answer is no one, then it's not a good business. Okay, and you're going to have a hard time selling. But then once you have, what is this business? What pain does it solve? What problem does it solve? Then you can know, okay, well, who's my target audience? Who is the main group of people who has that problem? They're going to be your customers. Now, you can go the opposite direction. You can pick an audience that you want to serve and then think through, okay, what problems does that particular audience have? And you can do the reverse. But I find it usually works best to find a problem, and finding a problem in your own life. I used to do an exercise where I would just come up with 10 problems in my life and businesses that could potentially solve them. I did this every day for like 2 years. And what it did was just got me thinking in that entrepreneurial mindset of solving problems, getting money to solve problems. And it's trained my brain. That's just how my brain thinks these days. So what problem do you solve? Who's the target audience who has that problem? And then you do want to go look at competition. Now, a little competition is good. If there's no other businesses doing what you're doing, people think, this is a golden goose. That's actually bad, because if there's no one else solving that problem, are you sure it's an actual problem? I mean, there are completely innovative, novel ideas, that take off. But usually if no one else has thought of this problem, you might want to reconsider, is this an actual problem that a lot of people have? I also like, if there's a few other people in the space trying to do the same thing, you can go, I'm not going to say copy them, but you can go look at their reviews. Look at their 5-star reviews in the App Store and see, they're doing this, this, and this well. You make notes. Okay, people like this, this, and this. You can go to the 1-star reviews and they can say, I love this app, but it's buggy or something like that. And then okay, so I can make an app similar to what they have, but make sure it functions really well. And you can really use your competition to help hone in your idea. Often too, it helps you kind of find your niche that you're going to be in. What you want to be careful for, though, is if it's an oversaturated idea, or if there's big players that already solve it for free. For example, if somebody came to me and said, I want to build an email client. It's like, well, okay, that's fine. But just know you're competing with Gmail, Apple Mail, Outlook. I mean, these are billion dollar companies who've invested billions of dollars to build these apps. You're going to have a very hard time building a mail app that's better than Gmail. Now, you could niche it. You could say, I want to build a mail app for crypto people. And in that way, you're kind of differentiating yourself from Google. You don't want to compete with Google, okay? I'm just telling you that. They'll beat you, especially if you're relying on Google for people to find what your business. But you can niche and create, this is a mail app for crypto users. Google's not going to make something like that. And you're narrowing your target audience from everyone to crypto users, but a lot of times that's good. So you might not get everyone who wants an email app, but crypto people who want an email app, you'll get all of them because there's nobody else doing that. So once you have the problem, the target audience, what competition there is, next is actually building your product. And the best way I've found to monetize businesses is you kind of solve their problem. So you have your problem you're solving, you kind of solve it for free, but then you tease, if you really want to solve this problem, pay $9 a month. So if you're building a training course, for example, what I do is, you can get the first lesson for free. So this will kind of help solve your problem. But if you want the full training course to actually solve your problem, you're going to have to pay for it. Or a lot of times with products, you'll have what's called a lead magnet, where you give a free PDF that kind of gives info on here's how you could solve the problem. But then you charge, $10 a month, $20 a month to actually solve their problem. How we do this in the App Store is we provide a free app. Again, that kind of solves their problem. But then in the app, we show, hey, if you really want to solve your problem, upgrade to premium. It's $5 a month. You'll solve your problem 10 times as fast. So, and I love recurring monthly revenue because if you're a restaurant, they don't get recurring monthly revenue. You had a $100,000 month last month. Well, this month you're starting at zero and you have to re-attract all those people in order to get another $100,000 month. Well, with recurring monthly revenue, that's where people pay monthly for something. You don't have to do it that way. You can have a 10K month, and then next month, even if you sell no new customers, you have another 10K month. So if you're able to add 10K of new customers, now you have a 20K month. Then the next month, you're starting at 20K, you can add another 10K. And it's a much easier way to build. You don't have to re-attract customers each month. They're paying each month. So you've noticed almost all business models have switched, to this recurring monthly revenue. Even Microsoft Office. You used to pay $80, you got Microsoft Office. Now it's $9.99 a month for Microsoft Office because people have discovered the power of recurring monthly revenue. So enough of me talking. I want to go through 12 potential app ideas. Again, these are not ones that my team are building. There are a few things out there, but I think there's room for improvement. So if any of you want to take these and run with it, feel free. But the first one is called Habit Hero. Look, and I use ChatGPT. I get a nice little image representing it. ChatGPT is very bad at words, though, and spelling. But first app idea is Habit Hero. The problem that this would solve is just people who want to develop new habits. So there's a lot of people who, they want to quit smoking. They want to start exercising. They want to get better sleep. There's a lot of people who know that these things would change their life. They just have a hard time getting going with them. The problem we're looking to solve is people struggling to build new habits. Okay, that's the pain point. And then the target audience for something like this would probably be like college students. It's usually young men before they find a wife, honestly. Wives tend to kind of kick us into gear and get us motivated. But yeah, maybe young men, college students, young professionals who just have had a hard time getting habits going in their life. So then the free version might just be a habit tracker or something like that. There's a lot of those where, keep your streak of every day I'm going to work out. And then if you miss it, your streak ends. I mean, there's different ways you could do it. You could niche it for a specific industry or something like that. And then maybe the paid version is it's more gamification. Like you have, kind of a Duolingo path that you're on. You can incorporate AI. AI has made app development so much easier because there's so many things you can do just integrating AI. Like, hey, give me 5 strategies for helping with this habit. And in 2 seconds, it's there in your app. So that could maybe be the paid version. So again, your plan would be people download the free version, they enjoy it, but a percentage of those who really want to establish habits pay for the paid version. So number 2 is Stretch Smart. This is for people that are getting back pain, stiffness, maybe, carpal tunnel syndrome from sitting at a desk all day. I will say God did not design our bodies to sit in an office chair all day, but that's what I do. I sit in an office chair all day, every day. So again, you might have people with this problem. Hey, I have back pain from sitting, and they're looking for solutions. This is a pain point for them. How can I solve my back pain from sitting too long? And then, Stretch Smart pops up. But this is an app that provides stretching for desk workers, athletes, and seniors. Good job, ChatGPT, on the spelling there. But then we got Personal Routinsis. It's like, come on. My kindergartners can spell. You're AI. Like, you should be able to spell. But for the free version of this one, maybe you just here's 6 exercises with a video demonstration of how to do them. Then the paid version is, hey, develop a customized stretching routine for you. And, could be AI generated where you give them a quiz of how long do you sit, what's your height, weight, and then it develops a personalized routine. So again, it's solving their problem kind of for free, then really solving it if they pay $5 a month. Number 3 is Fuel Finder. We've got this nice app from ChatGPT here. Look at that. But the problem that you're looking to solve is, okay, personally, I drive a Tesla, so I don't have this problem myself. But my other car is a Chrysler Pacifica, okay? So we do use gas in there. And when you're filling up gas, you want to know, there's 50 gas stations within 10 miles of me. Well, which one has the best price? When's the best time to fill up? I always hate you fill up and then the next day price is down 15 cents. Or you wait to fill up and the next day it's up 15 cents. So you can make Fuel Finder, which just takes all the gas stations in your area, maybe has trends for pricing, what the price is right now. Does that gas station have air? That's another thing that a lot of times, my tire's low. I don't know what gas station has air. So again, you could do this for free with just a map showing gas stations with their price. And then you could have a paid version that shows trends, maybe uses AI to project what the price might be, what day of the week is best to fill up, those types of things. You could have alerts for price drops. Alert pops up on your phone. Hey, gas is the cheapest that it's been in the last 6 months at this gas station right now. Things like that. Number 4 is Layover Buddy. And these names are all, okay, ChatGPT just made them up. Okay, they're definitely works in progress. But this would be an app when you have a long layover. Okay, that's a problem in and of itself. You have a 4-hour layover at, the Chicago Airport Kennedy. What do? You just sit there. Do you sleep? Like, what are you supposed to do? So that's the problem. And then the free version of this app could just be, a database of airports with what activities are available there or something like that. And then the paid version could be, lounge information. You could hook it in with the airline so that you don't miss your flight. It gives you a notification when you need to start getting back to your gate. This says guided tours. I don't know who would want a guided tour. I think it says guided tour, but I don't know if anybody would want a guided tour of the airport. That sounds worse than just sitting there. But the paid version, maybe you could create an itinerary for people where, hey, I'm landing at this time. I need to be to my next gate to board at this time. And then it can generate, okay, go do this, grab food here, do this. This will take 5 minutes. This will take 15 minutes to walk here. And it puts an itinerary for you. There you go. AI generated itinerary. I beat you, ChatGPT. My feature's better than yours. But that could be Layover Buddy. Next, you could have Skill Buddy. I guess ChatGPT likes the word buddy, but you could have Skill Buddy, where there's a lot of skills. People want to learn a skill, but they don't know where to start, whether it be, woodworking or installing a, shower door or whatever the case, hanging up blinds, whatever the case might be. People want skills, but might not know how to do it. That's the problem that you're looking to solve. So the free version of this could just be tutorials. Maybe just a database of YouTube videos. Honestly, I bet you could throw this together in like a week of just different skills, YouTube videos that teach you that skill. That could be the free version. Then the paid version could be, maybe you give them a quiz of what all they want to learn, and then you give them a personal. I love the Duolingo learning path. If you've never used Duolingo, it's kind of cool. It's very gamified. You get badges and rewards and things like that. So you could give them a personalized learning path. You could put mentors. I see mentor on here, so I'm guessing this is what they're thinking. But you could put mentors on the app that they'll teach you. They'll do live sessions for paid users on certain things. And number 5, Skill Buddy. Number 6 is Waterminder Pro. And the problem this would solve is just people being dehydrated. So winter's starting here in Nebraska, and everybody's dehydrated. You look at people's face, and it's all crumbling off. People's hands are crumbling off because the air is getting dry. And it's just we don't drink enough water. So you could create an app where the free version just gives you a notification, drink water. It just reminds you, once an hour or something like that. Then the paid features could be, you log your water. How much water did you drink? It could give some education on the importance of drinking water. I mean, there's all sorts of different directions you could go with that. Some of their app designs kind of look cool. I might steal some of these from my app program. But that's Waterminder Pro. Yeah, always adding pro to your app name makes more people want to buy it. Next is Local Hive. This is number 7, Local Hive. So basically the problem this solves is just you're bored in your hometown. If you have young kids, you're kind of, each night you're kind of looking for something to do. I can only do Legos so much with my kids where I like to get out and, hey, let's go do something. But it's hard to know what's available. So the free version could just be a simple list of here's everything going on in your city. Then the paid version could be here's a calendar with what's going on each day. Here's, personalized for you. Tell me how old your kids are, and I'll come up with the best ideas. But that could be Local Hive. Next one is Budget Sync. So there's a lot of budgeting apps out there, but you could, again, if you niche, you can create something in an already crowded space. So I don't know that just a general budgeting app would work very well because there's so many out there. But you could do how about a crypto specific budgeting app? You guys know if you have crypto and passive income and things like that, it's very hard to work that in with a budgeting app. Also, the budgeting apps have not incorporated AI very well yet. So maybe you do budget AI or something like that. Maybe you incorporate your kids and giving them an allowance and things like that into the app. The kids can download the app and they can see not the whole household finances, but they can see how much, allowance they've received, how much they've saved. You can start teaching them about budgeting. So, and again, free, paid, you just need to kind of solve it with free, add more features for paid. Maybe free is just simple budget tracking. And then the paid version has, more educational stuff, alerts for missed bills, things like that. And maybe the kids allowance module or something like that. This is one that I might just make because I need this very badly, but it's called Movie Match, where if you're anything like me, whether it's you and your spouse or you and your family or you and friends, you get together and you're like, hey, it'd be nice tonight to watch a movie. And then you spend half the night deciding what movie to watch. Well, you could have an app where people, create their watch list or they vote. And then whoever has the most votes in that party, that's the movie. And you could hook it up with Netflix so that it starts playing on your Roku immediately or whatever the case might be. Then the paid version, maybe you incorporate AI, where it takes, your Netflix, your Hulu, your Amazon Prime from everybody, combines it in some, AI magical way, and it spits out, here's what we think what movie your group would like the best. The paid version, you could also have something where you can stream it together. So maybe you're not, together with your family. I just was on a trip to Miami, wanted to watch a show with a friend, and we had to just click play at the exact same time to make sure it worked out. You could have this app, stream together in some way. So Movie Match. Number 10, it says Chore. It's supposed to just be Chore Racer. Again, ChatGPT with its spelling challenges. But this is a problem I have with my family is getting your kids to do their chores, figuring out which chores your kids should do, and then them doing them, and then you remembering which kid's supposed to do which chore and making sure they do it. So the free version of this could just be a chore list and, you assign it to somebody. The paid version, you could add in a reward system. So if you do your chores 7 days in a row, you get a badge or something. You could have a family leaderboard. This is a good idea. Family leaderboard. It's on there. Family leaderboard. My kids would love that. Which of the kids can get the most points for doing the most chores, keeping the most streaks? That's a good idea. Somebody jump on this one. Chore Racer. Look, and we've already got our graphics all done. I wouldn't even need to make any changes. Number 11, Trek Tracker. The problem it solves is people get lost while they're hiking. It's a big problem. Free version could just be hiking trails, just a map of here's all the hiking trails. The paid version could have, download the maps so they become offline maps. A lot of times when you're on the trail, you don't get service. Could give more info about the trails, landmarks to stop at, emergency contact, elevation contact. I'm not so sure what that feature would be. Paid versions too, you can add in community features. Those are always popular. That's Trek Tracker. And then number 12, last but not least, I had 30, but I'm actually going to just stick with 12 because I think this video is getting long. But we have Recipe Roulette. So this would be similar to the movie thing, but people have a hard time deciding, hey, what should we cook for dinner tonight? So again, the free version could be very simple. You maybe say what ingredients you have around, or maybe, take a picture of your fridge. AI can do that now. It can see what you have available. And then you could have some cool animation where it, picks 4 recipes based on what you have, and it does a spinner thing and lands on one of them. That'd be kind of cool. And then the paid version, again, you can integrate AI. You could get custom meal plans. You could put in dietary preferences, get a plan for the week. Could integrate with Instacart, perhaps, for it to automatically put a shopping list for here's what you need, and it'll be delivered to your house on the right day. A lot of opportunities there. So I would love for people to jump on one of these ideas, one of these business ideas, whether it be an app or, just a business in general. Get going with something. It's as easy as getting into ChatGPT. I want to build Movie Match. Walk me through step by step how to do that. If you're completely lost, take advantage of ChatGPT. Take advantage of AI. It'll help kind of guide you. So ChatGPT, clarify objectives, target audience, core features, monetization model, competitor analysis, user feedback, data sources. Then there's the programming side of it, which, you can learn how to program if you want to. You can hire it out. You can get the neighbor kid going on it, give them some equity. You don't have money up front. Say, hey, I'll give you 50% of the business if you help me build this. But ChatGPT will walk you through this. And even steps, create wireframes. Use Figma or Sketch to design. What does that mean? Walk me through step by step how to. And you know what? ChatGPT will show you step by step. And maybe something in this you don't understand. Well, how do I create a user journey? You can dig in. And this is a great way to learn too. Just ask ChatGPT questions. Ask it how to do something. And if you don't know how to do one of the instructions it gives, ask, well, how do I do this? And eventually you dig in and you learn and can make it happen. But of course, if you don't want to mess around with any of this, you say, I'm busy, I get home from work every day. I'm exhausted. I really do not want to spend time on ChatGPT trying to figure out how to start a business. We do have my passive apps program. Basically, I kind of got tired of investing and I got tired of giving my money to other people and hope they used it well. And I'm burned out by it. And it's interesting. I'm burned out just in time for the next bull market. Great timing. But I have a team of programmers, graphic designers, and what we do is we will take your app idea. Let's say you came with Movie Maker, and we will build it for you. We'll make it happen. And then we split. What we do is we charge $397 a month while we're building it. It usually takes about 4 months. And then once we get it into the App Store, that monthly payment's gone, and it's just a 50-50 profit share. So, and I'll take care of the marketing. I'll help you use my YouTube channel. You'll start seeing here as we get our first batch of apps out from the program. I'm going to bring them on here and I'm going to say, hey guys, we just built this app. Here's the problem we solved, the features it has. Here's the process of building it. Please download it, start giving some feedback. So we'll help with the marketing, we'll help with the customer support, and then we'll just split the profit 50-50. And I like that profit share because then it just keeps our goals aligned. But if you want to, it's passive-apps.com, but you can submit your app idea for free. So, and I have a little bit of a backlog, about 10, but you can put in what problem does your app solve, who's the target audience, brief description of your app idea. And I'll put it together into a vision of, hey, here's what we'd look to build. I'll do some revenue potential, like, hey, there's this many people looking for it. I think we can get this many downloads. I think we can convert, 5% of those downloads into paid users. So I think within a year, we can get this to $2,000 a month. But you are welcome to submit your app ideas for free here. I'll take a look at them. It's been really fun, been really interesting just hearing people and their ideas. So 12 app ideas, get started with something. Whatever you're going to do, hard work brings a profit. Mere talk leads only to poverty. So please, at the end of this video, take some sort of action towards reaching your goals. I don't even care what it is. Comment down below what action you're going to take. If I ever hear someone complaining about anything, I want to lose some weight. I'm not getting good sleep. I'm not healthy. My finances, I'm struggling with I'm having trouble with this relationship. I always ask, well, what are you doing about it? And you know what? The answer, I'd say 80% of the time is nothing. I'm just upset that I'm overweight, or I'm just upset that I'm not eating healthy. But then there's no action being taken. So I guess if you're going to get anything away from this video, take some action, get some profit, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, all your strength, love your neighbor as yourself. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you all and have a great rest of your day.